And we are live. What's good, people? It's your man, DL Saint. Welcome to the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. Yeah, man, we about to get this started. I always start off with some clapping because I can invest in all this equipment. You might as well use it. Man, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. It is still kind of early in the week. Hope your Monday went good. We made it to Tuesday. If you're here, good for you. I got on, tis the season. How about them Bengals? We about to get it going this year. I already got me a couple bets on my Bengals making it to the playoffs, which is going to be hard coming out of our division. Got to deal with Cleveland. Got to deal with Baltimore, right? We got to deal with Pittsburgh twice every year, sometimes three times. But I think we're ready this year, man. Especially if Joe Burrow stays healthy, I think we'll be all right. You know what I mean? At least good enough to get into the playoffs. And then Cleveland got some bad news. Looks like they man Deshaun's gonna have to sit down for 6 games, 6-game suspension for what he's been going through, which is I'm definitely gonna have to talk about that one day. What he's going through is just it's just terrible. It's just terrible. I'm just gonna say it. But hey, it is what it is. People going to try to get that bread however they got to get that bread. You know, who am I to knock anybody's hustle? But, why you got to mess with a man's livelihood like that or a woman, anybody for that matter? Why you got to come after people like that? I don't know. It's crazy. Brother Jason's in the house. What's good, bro? Tomorrow, 11 a.m., Brother Jason and I will be right here on this podcast talking about the importance of credit and maintaining your credit. And if you've already messed up your credit, how you can make it better. I'm looking forward to that conversation. Should be pretty cool. So tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for that, people, for that. So, yeah, I hope y'all come through for that. And then tomorrow afternoon, I'll have Jay Swans and our resident devil dog buddy will be on with us talking about the changes in military training. This is going to be 3 old warriors talking about how young soldiers are trained up and young Marines are trained up today. And we're going to do what old people do. When I was in, you know what I mean, we had to run uphill the child, you know what I mean, every day, 5 times a day. Brother O's in the house. What's good, man? What's the word down there in South Africa, man? I hope you are doing well. I hope you are still out there pushing. Like I said, you got to push through, bro. And thanks for joining me, man, all the way from South Africa. So I appreciate the support. I really do. So yeah, man, that's what's going on. That's that's what's going on. Yeah, I can see. I'm thinking. I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I came across this article a few days ago. The 5 most destructive dating mistakes men make that chase women away. Men, and then when you're going out there and you're looking at, when you read an article, the algorithm starts to send you a bunch of other articles like that, hoping you'll read them as well. And I'm reading all these articles, and there's just a common theme. It's always what the man is doing wrong. Always. Always. I'm still looking. I'm trying to find some articles to talk about what women are doing wrong in relationships. I haven't found too many yet, but I'm still looking. I'm sure they're out there, right? I'm sure that those articles exist somewhere. They are out there. I'm going to find them. I'm going to read them. But it always seems to be about what the man is doing wrong, how he can better himself and be a more suitable mate for the person that he is pursuing. In this case, we're talking about women. Man, okay. So I just wanted to pull up this article. And maybe I'll do it this way. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Just wanted to pull up this article. The 5 most destructive dating mistakes men make to chase women away. This is by Amanda McCoy. It's written July 31st, 2022. And this is Your Tango, which is the source. And it's just one of a zillion online publications that are out there, which is good. So people can get out there and especially for writers. So writers can get paid for doing their job. This isn't necessarily a journalist. This is just, a writer writing an article, which is kind of cool. right? So it begins when it comes to dating. There are certain behaviors that are healthy and some that are bad, right? You may not even realize you're guilty of these bad habits, but it might be why you struggle with healthy relationships in the long term. All right. So far, so good. Cool. We talking about whoever we talking about. Could be anybody. If you want to learn how to break these bad habits, you'll have to first understand what you might be doing. Okay. Still making sense here. All right. Self-assessment. I do that all the time. You want to sit there and figure out what's wrong. You got to figure out what you're doing. Miss AKA ladies in the house. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Candace M is in the house. Good sisters. I see y'all up in here. You know what I mean? Supporting the brother. I really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Really appreciate it. And yes, Candace says, hello, family. Hit the like button on your way in. Appreciate that. Yes, please like and subscribe. We're at 451 subscribers. Again, we're trying to get 1K. As the young kids are out here saying, yep, 1K on the way. That's what we're trying to do. So like, yeah, share, all that good stuff. Y'all know the deal. You know what I'm saying? We all pro YouTubers up in here by now, especially the people in the chat. And I'm getting new to it. So I gotta, I'm still a rookie, but I'm learning. So appreciate the support, y'all. I really do. Everyone, regardless of sex, background, or moral compass for that matter, has a few black smudges on his or her dating histories you'd rather not admit out loud. We've all done things that aren't indicative of that kind of gentle-hearted soul hiding underneath. Maybe we've broken up with someone via email. It's just so much easier that way. Or dumped a mate suddenly because the hotter prospect came into play. All right. Yeah. But those two things right there, breaking up via email and dumping somebody because someone hotter came, that doesn't sound like stuff men do. That doesn't sound like stuff men do. Men aren't really trying to break up like that. They'll ghost you. They get tired, like, yo, this isn't working. But push comes to shove, he'll tell you, like, yo, man, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling you for whatever reason. And as far as a hotter prospect coming along, the guy's just gonna he's gonna go after the hotter prospect and keep what he has already managed to get on board his team. He's gonna keep him. He's gonna spin plates. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna run a rotation. And hopefully, if you're out there running rotations, be honest and be upfront. Don't let these women think you out here being, monogamous and you're only for them, but you're really out here running, running a rotation. Tell the truth. You know what I mean? Be a man. You know what I'm saying? Tell the truth. This is what I'm doing. She don't like it. She can move on. But this right here, breaking up via email and then dumping somebody because you got a hotter person, that sounds like something women do. Hey, that doesn't make you a bad person. It does. Yes, it does. If you dumping somebody because you found someone hotter, you crushing them. I mean, I'm sorry. That sounds, you a bad person to me, but you're doing your thing, I guess. Just human. But this one's for the guys. If you enter that magical time of your life when you feel ready enough to start searching for a long-term partner, there are certain bad dating behaviors you need to quit. Okay. And then, just getting back to that making you a bad person thing. Hey, man, dating in war, man. Like they say, all's fair in love and war, bro. Sometimes you got to be hard. You got to get big on people. So you're gonna do stuff that are bad. You're gonna make mistakes, man. You're gonna break some hearts. You're gonna break some hearts, men and women. You're gonna break some hearts. This is how it is. Does that make you a bad person? Hey, yeah, to that person whose heart you broke, it certainly does. You know what I mean? It's gonna, you know what I mean? That's what it is. And brother, that's what the top guys do. I mean, that's what men. I think any guys who are into, who understand the dating marketplace, they're going to be talking to multiple women. They're going to be doing it. It has nothing to do with your money and your height and your build and all that kind of stuff. If you have game, you're going to run that game. And it's all a number. It's all about numbers. So if you got game, you're going to go talk to as many women as you can. And you talk to 10, you get one. That's great. If you get one woman for every 10 you talk to, you're doing really, really good. Their guys are just running numbers like that. You know what I mean? And they try to hem and haw when that question comes up. So what are we? What are we doing? Where are we going? When that thing, like, am I your girl? you know what I mean, or we exclusive, that's when you got to tell the truth. That's when you got to tell the truth. You know what I mean? As soon as someone comes at me with that, especially when I was back there doing that back in the day, nah, we ain't exclusive. No. You like my number one or my number three or my number five or whatever, but you're one of X. And if they don't like it, they, you know, you just, all right, then it's cool, peace. But guess what? They always circle back. They almost always circle back. So, yeah, man, the top guys, if by top guys you mean the dudes who have game, yeah. And like I said, you could be the ugliest, shortest, fattest dude, but if you have game and confidence, you're going to get yourself some women. So let's get back to that. I'm not referring to the standard clean up after yourself or don't be a cheater, right? They're a given. Some of the below bad habits are particularly crude improprieties that some might not even realize they're doing. So here are 5 bad dating habits you might have that you need to stop to have a healthy relationship. All right. So number 1, giving crass nicknames. Okay. When I saw this, I was scratching my head, like giving crass nicknames. For anyone pushing 30 and up, you weren't a generation that grew up on Candy Crush and selfies. So the first time you're given this handheld phone, it was just all too cool to come up with colorful nicknames for girls in your phone book. Okay. So we're talking about what's in your phone. And at least 20, sure, it's forgivable. The world kind of expects you to be immature anyway. But at 30, it's simply not okay to have crass contact nicknames in your phone. All right, so this author right here is talking about the nicknames you put in your phone when you meet someone. All right, so back in the day, I would meet somebody, and I still do it to this day. If I get your number and I put you in my contact list, like if I get your real phone number, which I rarely do, these days I ask for your Instagram. Let me get your Instagram. I could call you on Instagram. We could FaceTime on Instagram. I could text you on Instagram. That's what I normally do. Let me get your Instagram. I can see what's going on. I can watch your stories. I kind of get a feel for what you're doing as a person. Let me get your Instagram. I don't like giving my number out. I think I talked about that on the stream not too long ago. I don't like giving my number out. So this author is talking about crass nicknames that you attach on your phone. So if I meet you at, I don't know, I meet you at Ocean's Prime, right? Let's say I'm hanging out at Ocean's Prime at the bar and I meet you at Ocean's Prime and okay, here you are. It's Linda. I will put Linda Ocean's Prime. So it's a memory jogger. Okay, this is where I met this Linda at. All right, cool. If I'm putting you in my phone. So I guess guys are putting like, you know what I mean, Big Butt Linda or something like that in their phone. Maybe they're putting the crass nicknames that she's saying. All right, that's fine. It's their phone. They can do what they want. What are you doing in their phone? How do you know that there are nicknames in this guy's phone? Crass or otherwise. Like, what are you doing in their phone? Quit looking for information. Don't go through somebody's phone. Don't do it. So I don't understand. You know what I mean? I don't understand why you're going through somebody's phone. Big Booty Judy, you're right. Big Booty Judy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be nice this early. I could think of some pretty crazy nicknames, but I ain't going to say that. You know what I mean? So, and then they go to be respectful of your potential partners. Why? Be respectful of your potential partners. Ladies, don't go through the guy's phone. He ain't going through yours. Be respectful, right? You wouldn't know about the nicknames if you weren't going through his phone. What are we doing here? This is, I don't know. Yeah, when you go looking for something, you'll always find it. Facts. As the young kids say, Sister Candace, facts. Number 2, only communicating through text. Okay, let's see what this is about. The text-only guy used to be limited to either a special breed of lazy or someone juggling multiple women at once, but lately, even the good guys are falling into this trap. Right? Okay. I mean, most people text these days. Men, women, kids, old folks, they text. If your family dog can figure it out, they probably text. Right? People tend to text. That's the go-to. They text first. So I don't know where she's going with this. I'm sure it won't come as a shock that a 2014 Gallup poll found that texting has become the dominant method of communication in America's less than 50 years old. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Just, dude, didn't even read that part. And just, yeah, that makes sense. But what's scary, scientists point out that the habitual texting has a direct negative effect on your interpersonal social skills and can limit your ability to interpret nonverbal cues, even as already fully formed adults. Yeah, that is true. The truth is, not only do men and women communicate differently, but they also tend to bond differently. Men connect via activities while women value conversation. All right, so she's saying that you shouldn't text, but then states the facts that this is what people are doing. Yeah, it's real easy. I text people I'm tight with, people I'm cool with. I text them. If I'm texting a female that I'm, just kind of loosely messing around with, I keep it real simple. I keep it real simple because you don't want to fall into this trap where she doesn't understand what you mean. And that happens all the time. They don't get what you're trying to text, or they misread your text, or they overthink your text. Right. So I try to keep it simple. Hello, how you doing? Let's go here at this time. They respond, okay, great. I'll see you there. And then I'll see you there Monday the 12th at 4 p.m. or something like that. Because I want to be clear in what's going on, where I'm going to be, when I'm going to be there, that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's really hard. I mean, and I agree. People don't know how to read nonverbal cues. People aren't interacting with each other in person anymore. I get that. But times have changed. People like to text. They don't like to call. They don't like to answer the phone. Right. And then right away, she was saying, all these guys, because they're juggling a lot of women. I don't necessarily agree with that. Guys are busy driving, doing whatever. They don't have time. They could be sitting around doing a podcast. You'll see me look at my phone constantly like, oh, what's going on? I can't answer that text. Right. I'm busy. I can't answer that call. I'm busy. I'll get to you as soon as I'm done. You know what I mean? Brother Roman's in the house. What's good? Welcome. Thanks for coming through, brother. I appreciate you. I'll be seeing you over there. Fresh and Fit World making it happen. You know what I mean? And brother, I see that. Yeah, Jason Transportation, Edward Car Repairs, John Conversation. Yeah. I see you there. Agent Fit, what's good? Yes, sir. Thanks for coming through here, brother. Vikings in the house. What's good, bro? What's good? I'm gonna get me I'm trying to get I have some necklaces, man. I've been looking at some like Viking theme type stuff. I have a battle axe that I wear sometimes, looking for a hammer. You know what I mean? Just loving it. And thank y'all so much for the support and jumping in here, supporting the brother trying to make this thing happen. 1K on the way. So yeah, texting, this is what people do now. They don't want to call and verbally communicate. They don't, they're not coming out, meeting people. You know what I mean? They're going to the gym. Everyone's like in their own little funnel, got the blinders up. They don't really want to see anybody. I mean, you got people who are being social, but like you say, you got the girls in there just trying to look cute. They want a certain dude to approach them. If any other dude approaches them, it's like, oh my God, leave me alone. They just want that dude to approach them. You know what I mean? It's like women, if we're living in this world where, people aren't socializing like they used to, if you want a particular guy, you need to go up to that guy. You need to go up and say something to that dude, right? So you can get in and out the gym and quit playing, right? Just you ain't coming to work out. You coming to look cute so you can holler at some dude, go holler at that dude. As soon as you see him, go say, what's up? Trust me. He'll take your number. He'll take your social media or whatever. And then out you go. And he can get back to his workout. Instead of you running around there just trying to look good, hoping that this guy gets, catch his eye so he will talk to you and no one else. That's kind of silly. That's, again, social cues. You got, now you do that and you got other dudes who are like, I'm not going to talk to her. That looks like a trap. That looks like a trap. So, Yeah. So I mean, and that's it is what it is, man. Not only do men and women communicate differently, but they also tend to bond differently. Yeah, men like to do activities. Men do. Males don't. Males like to do female stuff. Males value conversation. Men like to do activities. Go to the gym, right? Go to the dojo, the boxing gym or whatever. You got there, you know what I mean? You know, get their hands up. You know what I mean? Go play sports, right? Basketball, softball, football. Maybe flag football or something like that. Kickball, you know, dudes like to get out and bond, man. Like just go do some dude stuff, man. Go hike. Out in LA is a big thing. Go do Runyon Canyon. They just go out there. Dudes like to do stuff. Women like to talk. And they'll, you know, I want to go hiking too. Like, dude, I'm doing Runyon Canyon so I can get a workout in. I'm doing the roughest part. You want to go talk. You want to go do that little walk thing. I ain't doing that. But, you know, we make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people like to text. Just like this author is of the mind that we should text less. Thus, even if you don't realize how detrimental it is that you don't take the time to call and say hello or suggest a brief Skype date so you can see her face, you're missing out on making your relationship stronger. Again, this is coming from the point of view of a woman who wants to deal with that guy. There are a lot of women who just they don't want to Skype. They don't want to answer their phones. They'll barely answer the text. Right? So those dudes who get friend zoned, they're reading this and they're like, what are you talking about? I'm always calling. She only texts me. And she doesn't even text me every day. She texts me once a week. She texts you enough to stay in that friend zone. Right? So I don't know, how is this the guy's fault? So close out of Snapchat and forget the cute emojis, because if you want to connect on a deeper level, you're going to have to pick up the phone. And bro, for real, for the dudes out there, man, women will call you if they want you. If women really want to communicate with you, they will reach out and talk to you. They will communicate with you. If you're in the friend zone and she just kind of, you know what I mean, just kind of dragging you along, leaving you in the friend zone, got you in a holding pattern, she's only going to communicate with you when she feels she needs to. When she feels that you're drifting away, then she'll shoot you a text or she'll call you or whatever, ask you a silly question, not silly, but a question like, you know, hey, I'm about to go get an oil change. What type of oil should I get in my car? Something silly like that. She'll do something just to kind of get you back into that funnel and get you back into that holding pattern. She doesn't want you to go off and be in somebody else's friend zone, right? So when you're dealing with a woman like that, man, you got to cut her off. Like, man, I ain't texting, I ain't calling, I ain't doing nothing. But when women want you, like this author is saying, this is a woman who's going after those top tier guys, and the top tier guys are just kind of like keeping her at arm's distance. At least that's what I think. If you want to connect on a deeper level, you're going to have to pick up the phone. Most of these dudes want to connect on a deep level, man. Like the bottom 80 guys, that's all they want. They want to connect on a deep level for sure. You know what I mean? That's just what they want to do. You know what I mean? Wonderful 34's in the house. What up, people? I'm glad people are coming through. Sayan Sensei, God bless, brother. Keep working. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. I believe it's the first time I've seen you. Thank you. Thank you for your support coming through. I really do appreciate it. We're sitting here talking about the 5 things that men need to stop doing to have a good relationship or something. I forget the title of the of the article already. I should have wrote it down. But we're up to number 3. Overusing the word crazy. Overusing the word crazy. Wow, that's crazy. The word can be loosely defined in a number of ways to mean severe neurological instability or senselessness and completely unreasonable. The problem lies in our culture being too comfortable writing female behavior off as crazy for trivial reasons. I mean, crazy comes in many forms. I've come across some real crazy women. I come across one really crazy woman, like real straight up needs help. Got to go talk to a professional, maybe needs some meds, crazy, straight up crazy, right? And those women, they don't like it when they go get help. They have to be forced to go talk to a pro. They don't do it on their own because they don't think there's anything wrong with them. You call them crazy all day long, it just bounces off of them. I'm not crazy. Those are the worst ones. You see those crazy eyes. But when people say crazy, it's like saying silly. You funny, you silly, you crazy, right? You used to be dumb back in the day, man. You stupid, you dumb. So why is she hung up on this word? Maybe she's crazy. And because women love the accusation, using the word becomes an infallible tool to the end of in an argument. Spinning the circumstances and making her doubt her own perception is cheap and psychologically abusive. I mean, it can't be abusive if you have self-value. Like, I understand, you call me anything you want to call me. I don't care. I don't care. You crazy. Yes, I used to jump out of airplanes full of equipment behind enemy lines. Yep, I'm crazy. You crazy because I got on, you do stand up and yep, I started a business. I became a promoter and I was out there taking risks. Yep, I'm crazy. Right? You crazy because you do one of the hardest jobs in the world. You were an air traffic controller. You were saving lives every single day. One of the most stressful jobs you could have. Yep, I'm crazy. Doesn't bother me, man. Call me what you want. I've been called toxic. Right? I've been called misogynist. I've been called all sorts of stuff, man. I don't care. Call me what you want. Right? And like Brother Viking said, crazy is as crazy does. Real talk. Real talk. So I'm thinking this author kind of told on herself a little bit. Right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I mean? I have a friend whose ex-girlfriend once set her car on fire. So trust me, when a woman gets mildly upset because you showed up late with no call, that's not crazy. It's reasonable. Women show up late all the time. And again, I think this is from the lens of a woman who is trying to, this article is targeting the top tier guys, that top 20%. We talk about the 80-20 rule. This article is targeting the guys at the top who get to choose who they want, who get to pick the women. This is what this article is about, because the bottom 80 guys ain't showing up late to a date with a woman he's interested in, who's fine or whatever. The bottom 80 guy ain't calling her crazy, right? He's calling her sweet nothings. You know what I mean? Your little pet names or whatever. Baby, honey, cutie, babe, whatever. He ain't calling her crazy because he's all into her. This is an article written by a woman who's she's speaking to the top tier. Those guys who are like, man, whatever, take it or leave it. Crazy. Them dudes that don't care. Like, yo, I got plenty of women, right? Them dudes spinning plates, running their rotation. They have an abundance mindset, so they're not worried, right? You showed up late. Yeah, I showed up late because, I was over here with my other chick, whatever. You got a problem with that? I'm not coming then. How about that? I'm not coming. That's who she's talking about. I mean, that's just, yeah, call me what you want, but don't call me broke. I feel you, Sister Candace. You can call me broke. I tell people I'm broke all the time. All the time. People come up to me for a little sob story. Oh my God, money. I could trump all your stories. For every story you got need money, I got another story need money. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, my dog broke his ankle, or you know what I mean? My parakeet got a cold. Man, that's fine. The IRS just hit me with a $90,000 tax bill. I'm broke. Like, please call me broke. But yeah, you call me anything you want, including broke. Please call me broke. Call me broke around all your friends. I want them to think that I'm broke. Why? Because discovery trumps disclosure 100% of the time. Right? I want you to think I'm broke, and then we do something nice. You're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you can do that. Like, I sure can. Number 4, correcting your partner constantly. I don't know anybody who does this. I don't. Be it ego or a self-defense mechanism, majority of the population believes themselves to be above average. Right? Partner this disposition with an Ivy League education or merely a particularly high sense of self, and thus an elitist mentality is born. Okay. Again, this article is targeting the top tier guys, elitist, top tier dude, Ivy League, top tier dude, right? What's the undertone? Money. These dudes got bread, right? So the people she are targeting are well above average. That's not what let's keep it 100. Well above average. Brother Viking, most of the time, a woman or males acting crazy and being called on it is just due to emotional thinking and the man not understanding it. Yeah, 100%. Brother Viking, where are you, man? I want to say you're in Europe. I want to say are you in Norway? I want to say Norway. Correct me if I'm wrong, brother. Where are you? And she continues, and although you might laugh and cringe at the educational inefficiencies plaguing our country, it becomes a problem when you begin correcting your partner in casual conversation. Yes, maybe while earnestly telling you a story, she conjugated a verb incorrectly or misused a pop culture reference around your friends, but that doesn't deem you the punctuation police commissioned to reflect the injustice or to rectify the injustice. Okay. The persistent or public correction will cause her to pull away and creates a walking on eggshells environment. Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy. I don't know dudes like that. Y'all can tell by the way I read. I'm nowhere near Ivy League. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, public school education, man. I came out of Cincinnati, Ohio. I keep practicing. I like to think I'm getting better. Brother Vikings in the Midwest. All right, I don't know why I was thinking you were overseas, bro. I'm from Cincinnati. So, all right, Midwest, that's my people, man. Born and raised Cincinnati, Ohio. Since the Bengals, we about to do it, man. Where you from? You better not be from Cleveland. Better not be from Cleveland, Brother Viking. We're going to have to take time if you are. And who's your team? And if y'all listening, man, if y'all football fans, man, yo, who's your team? Put your teams in the chat. I want to see. I'm trying to see because the season about to get started. I want to know who I need to mess with when the season gets started. Brother Viking, that's what's up. In the Midwest, man. In the Midwest, I'm telling y'all, it's some like brother Waller. Like Jay Waller's out there, doing his big things, out there doing big things. Millionaire, built some businesses up from the ground, started with really nothing. You guys can find me on Jay Waller on YouTube. He's always on Fresh and Fit. And we talking about like good women being out here, finding good women in America because, a lot of people like, man, all women are trash in America. That's not true. You can find a lot of them in the Midwest, like flyover country and stuff like that. They are there. But I guess it's getting harder and harder to find because of Instagram, because they have so much access to the rest of the world and these high value guys, these top tier men all over the world. They're hard to find, but there are women out there with good upbringings and strong moral ties and strong ties to their families and religion and stuff like that. So they're still out there. You just got to find them, bro. Just got to find them. The Saints, who that? Yeah, y'all took that from us because we who they. Saints be out there talking about who that. That's Wonderful 34. What kind of season y'all gonna have this year, man? I want to say y'all got Andy Dalton as a backup quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. I've always been a fan of Andy Dalton. I want him to find some success. But yeah. Brother Viking, I am not from there, but I'm 25% Norwegian and it shows. I ain't mad at you, bro. That's good. You know what I mean? Real Viking walking around, man. I'm telling you, women gonna love that. They gonna love that. So Brother Viking, make sure you don't call anybody crazy and don't correct them. All right? Apparently that's what we got to do. You know what I mean? Walking on eggshells. But I don't personally know any guys who do this to their women, but I've seen guys, right, just being out and about and just kind of observing what's going on. And I've seen women who were walking on eggshells, who felt a certain way. I've seen that, right? And those guys the guys that they were dealing with tend to be higher earners, right? They did have the Ivy League educations and stuff like that. These were the top tier dudes, and these women were doing what they were told. They wouldn't even speak. It got to a point where they wouldn't speak. And the guy would speak for them. And I can't be mad at him. I can only be mad at her. You chose him. You chose him. And even the women that I'm using in this example probably has 5 or 10 guys in a holding pattern that she's just waiting. They're in her friend zone. And even her DMs are just packed full of dudes trying to get at her. You know what I mean? Because these women tend to be very, very attractive. You know what I mean? Like girl next door kind of beauty. You know what I mean? Real cool. But if you choose these type dudes, you can't get mad. It sounds like this author, it sounds to me that she was one of those women that had a dude like that. Number 5, being a perfectionist. Again, this screams of a certain type of dude to me. She's talking about a certain type of dude. For perfectionists, love can be conditional on performance. And the smallest mistake can trigger a total shutdown. According to studies, the over-perfectionist is prone to being defensive, being critical of his or her mate, hiding mistakes, and having a fear of vulnerability. Projecting your own standards on someone else sets up the unattainable criterion for which she will ultimately fail. You see, I'll be stumbling over words too because my vocabulary is not there. And if I had a woman that was constantly correcting me in public, I wouldn't be mad. Like, all right, you're right. I got that wrong. You know what I mean? Let me sound it out. Let me get my fingers out. And that was the end of that. So, I mean, she's, like just being a perfectionist. What was the other one on here? Correcting your partner constantly. Overusing the word crazy. Women can do all this stuff too. How is this just, hey man, don't act this way? Women can do this, right? Only communicating through text. The past 10 women I've dealt with, that's all they did was communicate through text. Giving crass nicknames. And this was everything to do with the phone. Like it was in dude's phone. So I don't see how this is a problem for men. The top tier guys can do all that. They can do all that. And it's not a problem because women are going to continue to pursue them. That's not a problem for those dudes. The bottom 80 guys don't do this type stuff. They don't. They just want a good woman that they can be with and start something with and be happy. They don't do this stuff. The bottom 80 guys are going to bring you flowers every day or at least once a week. Right? He's probably going to rub your back, rub your feet. He'll cook you food, which I don't know why dudes do that, but they do. Right? He'll get up in the middle of the night to go get your favorite dessert. Like, can you go get me a vanilla shake from McDonald's? He'll get up, go drive in the middle of the night to go bring you back a vanilla shake from McDonald's. These are the bottom tier dudes. They'll do that. But it don't seem like these 5 things aren't things that those guys do. Giving crass nicknames. They don't do that. Communicating through text. Like women do that more than men, in my opinion. But, let's say it's 50-50. Overusing the word crazy. Women use the word crazy more. I remember talking to her. She's like, that's crazy. You crazy. You hear it all the time. I would hear women use the word crazy, at least in my personal experience, than I use the word crazy. Right? Correcting your partner constantly. You don't have to correct anybody in public. Don't really correct anybody in public. You don't have to. Talk about it later. So I don't know, y'all. How is that the guy's fault? Right? And if you're a woman, you're dealing with a guy who have these negative traits and you continue to deal with that guy, you get what you get. Especially if you're a woman. We know you got other choices, but this is the guy you want. And you want this guy to act a certain way. And if he doesn't act that way, you're going to go write an article and say all these other guys, all these other men need to do this. Come on now. These top tier guys do what they want to do. It is their way or the highway. That's how they get down. Abundance mindset. They have it. Top tier dudes don't care. If I'm dealing with a woman and she's saying something crazy that I don't want to hear, and I just said the word crazy, that I don't want to hear, she's gone. She's gone. She could do something that I don't like that I just happen to see. I'm out of there because I'm off to the next one. I'm not going to sit down and talk to you about it. I'm not going to correct you. I'm out. Right? Abundance mindset. Fellas, this is how you got to rock. When you see stuff like this, man, don't be reading these articles and like, oh, let me not be a perfectionist. Let me not use the word crazy. Nah, bro. You really got to be you. That's where that frame comes into play. Maintain your frame. I mean, I don't agree with guys who are out there being assholes. I don't. That's their thing, but that's their frame and they maintain it. And guess what? They got a slew of women waiting to get at them because everything else checks out. There's something that those women want from him, be it his attention. They definitely want his attention. Maybe it's the fact that he's successful, has a lot of money. They want security. Maybe it's the fact that he's massive, he's big, he's worked on his body, and they want that protection. Who knows what it is? Maybe he's funny. He makes them laugh. He's out there, and maybe he's made a name for himself out there in the comedic world, in the entertainment world. Who knows? Right? But they will tolerate much more from that guy because there's something that they want from that man. And they will push all those other dudes to the side and just keep them in the holding pattern. That's how the game works. Like, it is what it is. That's how the game works. You know what I mean? Wonderful 34 winning, baby. Well, we'll see. We'll see who that. We'll see what's going on down there. My women love it when I check her because she wants to win at life. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with, if I'm with a woman and we in it for the long term, right? I expect her to tell me stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I need your input. You're my executive officer, right? You're it. You're my right hand. What's going on? Hey, you know what I mean? The way you handled that over there, maybe you could have done it a little better, But we're not going to do it in public. We're not going to do it via Twitter. We're not going to do it via Instagram. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it. Right? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell her some things. She's going to tell me some things. And we're going to make each other better. Right? Self-assessment, man. It's like practice, man. It's just like watching game footage. You'll be a fool not to. Brother this for sure is one of the girls Myron deal with. Nah, Myron wouldn't deal with this woman. Myron tells you guys all the time, man, like, he's hardcore with what he's doing. Don't do it his way. Don't go out there and think you're going to do it Brother Andrew Tate's way or Tristan Tate's way. You're not them men. You're not. Do it your way. Right? Maintain your frame. Don't do it my way. Right? Don't do it Brother Vikings way. Do it your way. Maintain your frame. Right? Run your game. Myron will never deal with a woman like this. Ever. He just wouldn't do it. Like what y'all see on Fresh and Fit, that's Myron on steroids, man. He's performing. That's him in character. When the cameras are off, man, he's very laid back. Very respectful. You know what I mean? He does things his way, but he's still respectful, man. He sits back, he's chill. So long as the women don't get out of pocket, he don't get out of pocket. He gives them the energy that they give him. And he'll even tolerate some of the BS sometimes. All right, she's talking. Eventually, like, all right, that's enough. I'm done talking. And leave. He will be out, off to the next one. I've seen it. Happened in Dallas. I seen it. Talking to the other cool little baddie or whatever he talking to. I saw him an hour later, like, yo, where's Shorty at? Like, oh, man, I couldn't take it no more. She had to go. Meanwhile, there's another chick pulling up. He was like, yeah, I got one coming through right now. You know what I mean? We walked over to 7-Eleven, came right back. Bam, there she was. I was like, I see you, boy. He's like, yeah, bro. He's telling you how he does it. He practices what he preaches. That's on him. But you got to run your game. Right? Bottom line, run your game. You know what I mean? Women always try to gaslight high value men. It's a shit test that gets them back to break frame. Yeah, that's what they do. They gonna run that. They running their game. You running your game. It's a competition. It is what it is. Someone's gonna have to submit. Right? Someone's gonna have to tap out. Someone's gonna have to give. And as a man, it should be you. If you tap out to her and you allow her game to overtake your game, that's it, bro. You just submitted. Now she's going to call the shots. You got to do what she tell you to do. right? Now you chasing after her validation, and you're in the wrong spot. You're just in the wrong spot. You're off to a bad start. That might not end well for you. You know what I mean? Brother Jason, the delusion is real. I mean, I don't even say it's lightweight delusion. And Brother Jason, the Lions up there in Detroit, I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. I don't think we got y'all this year. But, who knows? We'll see what y'all do, man. I don't even know. Have y'all recovered because y'all lost Stratford or whatever? We'll talk football some other time. But, yeah, I see you up there with the Lions in Detroit. But it's a game, y'all. We're born into this game. Guy Ritchie said, like it or not, you're born into this game, and the game ain't over till you die. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what Guy Ritchie said. I'm going to find that quote. And it might have been in the interview. I'm going to get that interview and pull it up here. I'm going to do a show about that because he's true. Like it or not, you in this game. You were born here or you came here. Whatever brought you here to the United States, this is it. You playing the game here in the United States. It is what it is. You dig? Like you got to play it, right? Adjust your game accordingly. When you meet up with a woman and y'all physically y'all into it, this is great. You know what I mean? Sexually y'all compatible, whatever. It's game versus game at that point. Game versus game. So who's going to tap out? Who's going to submit to whom? Right? Who is going to be in command? There's only one person in command. Right? You got the CO, commanding officer, and you got the XO, executive officer. Who's going to do what? It's not 50-50. If you're a dude and you get into a situation, you're talking about it's 50-50, you lost. You in her frame. It's not 50-50. Someone has to be in charge. Someone has to be in command. And that's one of the things I agree with wholeheartedly with the red pill truth and all that and the red pill tenets, man. Someone. It's not a bad thing. Who's going to be in charge? Who's going to be responsible? Right? So, I mean, look at Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. Right? He submitted to her frame. Period. And probably still doing it. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't really follow it like that, but hey, that's what happens. He submitted to her frame. It is what it is. He was happy until it got out into the world. Right? Take the fame away. If it was just those two living their life, he'd still be happy to this day, submitting to whatever she wants. She's out there doing what she want to do, getting her back blown out by young boys whenever she want to get it blown out. Fine, come home to him. He was cool with it. He submitted to her frame. So it is. Candace him. The only time you should correct someone in public if you're talking to a child, not your man. Yeah, if you're talking to a child, not your man. Yeah, you should. Yeah, that's a good point. That's coming from a woman. That's coming from a woman. That's real talk. You don't do that in public, man. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. We ain't trying to, there are people out there who they get off on that. There are people who get off on that. I'm working on the video now. The Nelk boys did an interview with Andrew Tate, and then they did another video when they went out and caught up with Andrew Tate. And I don't know who they are, Nelk boys. I know I went to their page and they interviewed Joe Burrow. I watched that. These guys interviewed Trump, and I think that got taken down. They interview big people. They got millions of followers and all that. I'm not really feeling them. I'm older. I'm cut from a different cloth. No shade on them dudes. I'm glad they're successful and they're doing what they're doing. They're doing big things. But they met up with Andrew Tate in Croatia. Right? And one of the guys, the smaller of the guys, I don't know his name, was so disrespectful to Andrew Tate. And shout out to Brother Tate. He sat there because he's on his own mission. These guys are big YouTubers. He know he needed to do the thing. He did the thing. He's dealing with these guys and dealing with their questions. Whatever. I think the interview was pretty much okay. I mean, Brother Tate said some cool stuff. He's just doing his Tate thing. But the one guy was extremely disrespectful. Extremely disrespectful. And there's so many young men out there like that today. These young males are coming up like this dude. I don't know his name, but he's like the smaller of the three. Now he's like a little bitty chubby guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Little man. Like they're just little male. So Later on, I guess a couple days later, they caught up with Andrew Tate. And by this time, Tristan is there. And they were disrespectful. Again, this the little guy who made it clear. He never said anything to Andrew to his face, but he was saying all kind of stuff on the camera. I don't agree with anything he says. I don't really like this man, whatever. He was saying stuff like that. They catch up with the Tate brothers at this party. Again, and this guy's being disrespectful. Said a couple things that Tristan didn't like. And here's the thing about the Tate brothers. If you're going to be disrespectful and say some foul stuff, say it to Andrew. Because Andrew is just whatever. He knows you're a little person. He ain't worried about you. Don't do it to Tristan. Don't do it to Tristan Tate. Do not disrespect that man unless you're ready to deal with that man. I know people out there like, oh, no, you sound like you soft. Nah, I don't have a problem with Tristan. I haven't met Tristan. You know what I mean? I look forward to meeting him. I will meet him. Next time they come to the States, I'll definitely make it my business to go meet that guy. You know what I mean? Honorable man, but he's a savage. He is a savage. Get out of pocket, you're going to get dealt with. I respect that about that man. I respect that. And if you watch this video, I'm going to react to this video. That little young dude got dealt with. Now, Tristan, of course, he didn't beat him up. You know what I mean? But what they did to that dude was absolutely hilarious. It looked like the dude wanted to start crying, right? Typical American white boy, soy boy, punk ass dude sitting there talking about, oh, what's up with that guy? Hilarious. Hilarious. And I'm definitely going to react to that. I got to react to that. It was so funny. And there's a lot of males out there that need to understand how the world works. If you a male, right, you out here and you have no respect for yourself and you ain't ever been punched in the mouth before and none of that, and you go out here and deal with a man and start popping off talking shit to a man, you're going to get dealt with, period. I don't care what country you in on planet Earth. If you a male, a little punk ass male, and you out here dealing with a man, you going to get dealt with. Y'all need to understand that. Y'all need to understand that. I'm talking to the men. Y'all need to understand that. There are a lot of males out here, very few men, but they're still men. Still men. And people are like, oh, man, he can't do nothing. Tristan's so much bigger. So what? Earn that respect. Take the L. Stand up for yourself. Right? Especially since you came in talking that stuff. Stand up for yourself. Take the L like a man. At least you'll be respected. But what the Tate boys did to them, to this guy, just shows the utter like lack of respect they have for this guy. It's hilarious. This guy, like, I got money. I got it. No, they don't care about that, bro. Nobody cares about that. Men don't care about that. So I can't wait to do that, y'all. My bad. I went off on a little tangent. Brother Viking. Yep. Don't hate the players, hate the game, but learn how to play it if you want to win. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brother Jason, men should correct his women right away. The women should wait until you get home. Nah, bro, I don't agree with that, man. Like, it's not about trying to establish dominance over your woman. Again, this is just my take. This is my take. If I'm with a woman and she's out there doing things that I find inappropriate, I'm not saying nothing to her. We're going to leave and that's it. I'm not going to deal with that woman no more. If I've already committed to this woman, like she is my woman, shame on me for not seeing it sooner. But I'm not gonna correct you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna correct you. If you were a woman who can't hold her liquor and she get drunk and she acting a fool and you out there trying to protect her and correct her and do all that, that's on you. That's on you. If you got a woman who's out there running her mouth, you trying to have a talk, you talking to grown men, y'all talking men business, and she keep interjecting herself and keep cutting in, that's on you. So for me, I don't understand, like, I should have to, or, you have to correct your woman. The way I see it, if you choose wisely, you get the right woman, right? And you help her develop herself into the best woman possible. You ain't never going to have to correct her, bro. Never. She'll come to you and whisper in your ear is the problem with something. You know what I mean? You ain't never going to have to correct her. She would never embarrass you, ever. You dealing with a woman who's in public embarrassing you, you chose the wrong woman. Get out of that situation ASAP. ASAP. right? So it's not about correcting them, brother. I have to disagree with you on that one, respectfully disagree. If you're dealing with a woman that you feel you need to correct in public on the spot, yeah, bro, you got the wrong one, cuz. You picked the wrong one, cuz-o. Men should correct as women right away. Nah, don't do it in public, man. Don't do it in public. Right? And if you got a woman like that, you better run. You better run like the road runner. You better run like that. Get up out of there, bro. Agent Fit. Yeah, the nigga on the couch was doing the most. Exactly. Exactly. He was laying down on the couch completely on the couch, laying down, completely disrespectful. At one point, they were about to smoke cigarettes. At one point, he took Andrew Tate's lighter, the torch, which was an expensive lighter. He just took it. He didn't ask if he can use it. He just took it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If that was me, I might have smacked him. He smacked his hand like, put that down, boy. I would have called him, boy. They put that down. Completely disrespectful. At one point, Tate had to ask him, yo, bruv, you trying to steal my lighter? Where's my torch? Oh, no, it's over here. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tate took his girl. Sure did. Not that he wanted the chick, but they took the chick. Just to show him. It's like when you have, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna react to it. I'm gonna say this again, but I'm just gonna say it here right now. Have you ever seen one of those little bitty dogs, like a miniature Doberman, and then you see a real Doberman come up, and the miniature Doberman is just yapping, and the real Doberman just looking at the little dog, like for real, and just will turn around, lift his leg up, and piss all over the little dog. Have you ever seen that before in real life? I have. It's hilarious. When little dogs be making all that noise, and the big dog is just what? Lift up his leg and just pee all over the little dog, right? That's what the Tate boys did, man. They lifted up their leg and they just pissed all over that little punk ass dude. They pissed all over him. Took his girl, sprayed him with champagne, humiliated. I mean, dude, it was amazing. Again, Andrew Tate didn't really care. It was Tristan who had a problem with that cat. Tristan didn't take that. He gave him 2 opportunities. Dude said some foul shit twice. And that was it. That was it. Trying to tell y'all, man, them Tate boys ain't to be played with. Ain't to be played with. So I got so much respect for them. You know what I mean? And they Midwest dudes. They came out of the Midwest. They was raised over there in Luton, over there in the UK, but they came from the Midwest. So they got, you know what I'm saying? They got our kind of heart. Brother O, most guys have the same mentality that most women have, that they think they won't get punched for saying certain things. Yes, those are the males. Those are the males. I got a show coming up. It's on my board, Men versus Males in America. I'm going to be doing that show within the next day or two. I'm just gathering up my information. Those are males. Those are the guys that ain't never played any real sports. Those are the guys that ain't never had any real adversity. Those are the dudes that ain't never been punched in the mouth. Males. Men, they have done them things. Men understand certain things. There's certain ways you need to act. Even the late, great Kevin Samuels said that, right? And that's where Fresh and Fit got it. When men come together, right, there's the understanding that some form of violence could occur. Now, them dudes from the Nelk boys, I think that's what they're called, they don't understand that. They don't get it. They just kind of walk up there, doom, doo, 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 doo. Hey, what's going on? Saying all this foul stuff, disrespecting men, and never paying any consequences. And like the consequence that was paid was small. So what? Tristan told his brother to take that man's girlfriend, right? Picking up the leg and just pissing on him. And when you watch the video, and I have the video, I'm definitely gonna react to it. I won't do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. I might have to do it today because tomorrow I already got 2 shows. I'll probably do it today, later on this evening. But Tristan removed dude from his girlfriend, like, come here. So right off the rip, he told him, like, come here. And the guy got up and went, right? And you can see the guy looking at his girlfriend talking to Andrew Tate. And you could tell he wanted to go over there and do something about it, but he didn't move because Tristan probably told him, if you move, I'm going to knock your bitch ass out. That's probably what Tristan told him. Probably whispered it in his ear. Oi, mate, if you move, mate, right, I'm going to knock you the fuck out, yeah? That's probably what he told him. And you can see the dude just standing there. I thought he was going to cry, bro. Oh, I'm doing that tonight. I'm going to do it tonight, y'all. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to make the thumbnail in a couple hours. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to react to that. When males face men, this is what happens. That's why y'all got to get out there, man. Y'all got to go get punched in the mouth. Fellas, go get punched in the mouth. Go do some man shit. Right? Go do some man shit. And I got something for y'all. You can't be a male in America today. It's just unacceptable, man. You know what you need to do? You need to do what Bill Burr says.
Jesus Christ, be a man. Push it down. Push it down. Deny your feelings. Act like you have answers. Do some man shit right now.
That's what you got to do. And I will add to that, get punched in the mouth. Right? Go deal with some adversity. Go build yourself up. Go stand up for yourself, bro. Stand up for yourself, man. Don't be afraid to take an L. Don't be afraid. Man, I went on a rant. That's crazy, though. Brother William Stewart, what's good? Welcome. What's the video, fam? I got to go watch this. Salute my brothers, fresh and fit in the build. Yes. So I'm going to have it up. The video is, hold on, it's in my phone. I always send them to myself so I can find them easy. And it's on YouTube. Just type in Andrew Tate stole our girl. And that's the Nelk Boys, I think it is. Andrew Tate stole our girl. That's the video. Go check that shit out. I'm going to react to it tonight. I'll probably do it around 10-ish. No, actually, I'll do it. No, Fresh and Fit's not on today. So, yeah, I'll probably do it around between 8 and 9 o'clock tonight. I'm going to make the thumbnail. I'm going to put it up. So come back, Brother William. We're going to be talking about it, man. I want you to see it. Let me know what you thought. You know what I mean? Let me know what you thought because it is fucking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So, all right. That's all I wanted to talk about, y'all. That Your Tango article, how it just seems to me that the media, mainstream media, social media, all this media, everything wants to blame men. The 5 most destructive dating mistakes men make that chase women away. Right. That was the article we went over today. Again, giving crass nicknames. What's that? Only communicating through text. Women communicate through text. Men just adapt to it. Overusing the word crazy. She's crazy for saying that. Correcting your partner constantly. And like I said, if you're dealing with a woman that you need to correct in public or whatever like that, if she's embarrassing you like that, if she's acting that way, you're with the wrong woman. And being a perfectionist. Those were the 5 things. It is what it is. Thanks for rocking out with me, y'all, for real. I appreciate that. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. I'll talk to y'all later. Later tonight, around 8 o'clock. Make sure y'all come back. I'm going to react to Andrew Tate taking my, the Nelk Boys. Andrew Tate taking my girlfriend. It's hilarious. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.